CommanderZander. I remember till the standards critic doesn't have to. And neither should you. Well, if you thought 3 Shrek movies was enough, they made a 4th one. And this one is basically a combination of the first 2 movies from an alternative view. As if to say, what would happen if Shrek never rescued Fiona? And we get that plot story. It's a waste of fucking time. Let's review it. As we conclude the Shrek saga finally. But first, credit for the movie goes to the iconic anti-Pixar and is only good because of Shrek, DreamWorks. They're responsible for this movie. This is not for monetary purposes. This is strictly for review. Okay. Let's do a multiple choice question right off the bat. What do you think this movie's going to start with? A. Donkey singing away in some karaoke land. B. Puss in Boots licking his ass and coughing up a furball. C. Shrek pillaging all over the place with his lovely wife Fiona. Or D. The same storybook as used in the first 2 Shrek movies. Care to guess? Time's up. There's the title of the movie. If you pick D, no fucking shit!
Once upon a time, a long time ago, a king and a queen had a beautiful...
Rumpelstiltskin is narrating the beginning of this.
Possessed by a terrible curse. By day, a lovely princess. By night, a hideous...
Why do we have this? We've already gone through this.
Kiss could lift her curse. So Fiona waited in a town...
Why does it specifically say Fiona? Should it be Princess? Oh, why do I care? This is a waste of time.
As the days turned into years, the king and queen were forced to resort to more desperate measures.
Which, of course, transitions to this. The king and queen of Far, Far Away, which is a knockoff of Hollywood, go to Rumpelstiltskin to try and get this problem resolved. There's one teeny tiny problem with that theory. Shrek has already rescued Fiona. And thus the babies, which you saw at the end of Shrek the Third. As you can see, they've grown up fondly since the end of the 3rd movie.
Better out than in.
That's my line.
Gee, that's getting old.
Whoa!
You can clearly tell the difference in animation between this one and the first one. Here's what I don't get. Why didn't you just put it in the outhouse?
Showed us you don't have to change your undies to change the world.
Shrek's gotten so much publicity, he's part of the Star Tours chariot. You see what the problem with marketing and advertising has done to this world? Now Shrek's become a market! Cute. A dry martini. Ah, great! The same old annoying donkey with his dragon donkey babies, because if you remember from the 3rd movie, he married the dragon from the 1st movie, and Puss in Boots from the 2nd movie.
After.
Of course, they're throwing a birthday party for someone. I don't really give a rat's ass who, but they're throwing a birthday party. Shrek can't take this crap anymore, and who happens to be hiding in the background but Rumpelstiltskin?
I'm not talking about the villager Shrek. I'm talking about you. Is this really how you want to remember the kid's first birthday?
Ah, great. So this is all...
Hey! Glad to know I'm not the only one to ruin a first birthday.
Party at home.
You mean that...
I won't mention names.
...action we live in? Step right up. See the dancing ogre. Don't worry, he won't bite. I used to be an ogre. Now I'm just a jolly green joke.
Okay.
Notice how he didn't say Jolly Green Giant, because he's not the Green Giant. Ho, 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 Green Ogre!
I expect you to understand. It's not like you're a real ogre.
Shrek lets off his steam, and Rumpelstiltskin makes a proposal for him. He lets Shrek be an ogre for a day. In exchange, he has to give up his favorite moment of the day, or his best moment ever. In this case, him ever being born. See, there's always a twist to that.
Oh. Oh, sure is great to be wanted again. Ooh, nice one.
Little does Shrek realize that, hey, there are other ogres besides him that are wanted, including the ravenous, feisty Fiona. In fact, there's a bunch of them. Ew. Someone must really have it out against Fiona. Of course, he got captured by a bunch of witches. And not the Wicked Witch of the West. Who take him to Rumpelstiltskin and basically imprison him. Oh, by the way, this is what happens when Donkey doesn't shave.
Yeah, right. Put a little mustard on mine, Captain Crazy.
Rumpelstiltskin, or Stiltskin, or whatever the hell you pronounce his name, now owns a nightclub of sorts. Or he basically does his bidding. Including a geese. We didn't really need to see that, now did we? So of course Shrek realizes that he's got to find a way to get out of this hijinks. And in order to do that, he must find Fiona.
Yeah, right.
And what must he do with Fiona?
Exit clause in here. You didn't expect
Well, it's all in the exit clause, as
Let me show you how it's done.
Donkey explains.
Spend all that time around these witches without picking up a few tricks. Your tiny little ogre brain couldn't begin to comprehend the complexity of my polygonic foldability skills. Oh, what are you doing? Hey, I can't get my origami on unless you're back on.
Ooh, origami.
You just fold this piece here, make this little match up here, and bring this corner here like this. And if you do it just right, it will show.
What does it say?
What you do. There. Try lose bliss.
What the fuck is lose bliss? Try lose bliss? How the fuck is that gonna help? Clearly it doesn't. So Shrek then does this. And you say he's got a little ogre brain. Look at that. True love's kiss is what is needed to break this deal.
Hey, well, you're gonna have to take me to dinner first. According to fairy tale law, if not fully satisfied, true love's kiss will render this contract null and void. Donkey, you did it! Oh, look at you! If Fiona and I share true love's kiss,
Actually, he not completely did it. He kinda set you up. This, of course, leads to
it's a symbol of our love.
Shrek trying to go to the castle, but he can't find Fiona.
Get that dirty old fave out.
He then tries to get Donkey to smell Fiona's handkerchief in hopes that he'll pick up the scent. You really think he's a dog? Come on, there's a reason why he's called Donkey Shrek. I know what you're thinking, but come on, use the brain that God gave you.
I have of tracking down my wife. So stop complaining and start smelling. Smell it. Get it. There you go, girl. Do I look like a bloodhound to you? In case you haven't noticed, I'm a donkey, not a dog. If I was a dog, they'd call me dog, not donkey. And another thing.
He then picks up the scent, miraculously.
I think I got some. Whatever it is, it's sweet. Fiona. Luscious. Tasty. Hey, that's my wife you're talking about.
He then runs off.
Okay.
He, of course, doesn't find the scent of Fiona because, of course, he's not a dog. He finds
And I thought the Waffle Fairy was just a bedtime story.
a bunch of waffles. Well, he did mention in the first movie in the morning he making waffles. But little did you realize he literally meant that.
Waffles in the middle of the
It's a booby trap! Oh wait, let me say this correctly. It's a trap!
What are you, bad donkey? I said don't, no, get away from it! You're dead. Uh-oh.
Okay, so apparently licking the syrup causes the booby trap. You nut job.
Look out!
Bullseye!
Donkey! Are you okay? I'm fine.
No, you're not!
Donkey.
Shrek now has to go retrieve him, and in doing so, he runs into the ogre clan.
I'm a daddy? You know what? If I got Fiona to kiss me once, then I can do it again. Shrek, do my babies have hooves or talons? Hello?
They've got hooves with dragon wings.
Fiona?
Of course, it's hard to get Fiona to, be, True Love's first kiss because she's a warrior!
You're going to get
Wonder Woman!
I'll be fine.
I mean, Wonder Ogre!
Well, let's see about that.
They're trying to hunt down the witches because the witches and ogres have had a long-ass war. There's one teeny tiny problem. The Pied Piper causes the ogres to dance. And thus, the ogres are reduced to having to go to Rumpelstiltskin and be prisoners. Okay, there is no way in hell that the Pied Piper knows the tune of Shake Your Groove Thing, Shake Your Groove Thing, yeah, yeah.
What can we do? First, you must stop dancing.
By the way, Puss in Boots is basically Garfield in this dimension.
This up to me. And myself in, I get the deal of a lifetime.
Ooh.
That means you have to give me anything I want. No. Only True Love's kiss can break your contract. So if you thought you were just gonna do in here,
Shrek thinks he can get away with a loophole, but...
get my life back. Then what do you want?
Oh, you know what he wants. He sets all the ogres free! What?
They're all free. But where's Shrek?
What do you think? He's still in there, which clearly means he only let all the ogres but him free.
I don't know. Not much of a storybook ending. The noble Shrek turns himself in to save a bunch of filthy ogres. All that matters is that they're free. And Fiona is safe. Aww. I bet Fiona'd be really touched to hear that.
Oh, she will, because she happens to be right there.
Fiona!
Oh, what a lovely connection! They'll be close, but never together.
We have
Well, at least they're together.
free all ogres. Oh, yeah. But Fiona isn't all ogre, is she?
Oh, you stupid little idiot.
By day one way, by night another. Blardy, blardy, blar.
You have to fucking find every little detail. What are you, the nitpicker? So, of course, Shrek and Fiona find their way through the chains in order to spring free, and guess what? The dragon is actually a dragon in this one. Unlike the second and the third movie.
I've always wanted to have a daughter named Felicia.
Shrek then explains to this Wonder Ogre exactly what their life really is. They have a bunch of babies as Shrek's about to go bye-bye, but they kiss, Shrek comes back, and then we get back to this scene where Shrek's about to go erupting again.
Impossible.
The kiss worked.
Of course it worked! Because True Love's kiss broke the contract! Of course it will. That's how this story always ends. It's always how these romantic, heroic stories end. True Love's first kiss saves the day. Yada, 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 yada. All right. Everything goes bye-bye because we go back to the real world, where we zoom back to this. Shrek giving out his ogre roar. I love you, Jim, for making him roar like that. Everything's back to normal, and Shrek learns a valuable lesson.
Another king!
Shrek, are you okay?
Never better, as he once said. And thus, everything is great, and everyone lived happily ever after, and this saga can finally fucking end. So there's Shrek Forever After. Once again, it's decent, but pointless. Quite frankly, you didn't really need a fourth movie. Now, I will give them credit. This is a decent plot, a decent movie as a whole, but is it really needed? Not really. You didn't really need to do an alternative view of the first two Shrek movies if Shrek did this. Kinda pointless, but it still ended up being a decent movie as it is, and thus making the Shrek saga as a whole pretty rock solid. So if you want to see this one, by all means go for it. But I still recommend the first two movies. They are the best. I'm the CommanderZander. I remembered something. It sounds great. Don't have to, and neither should you.